All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. This is NFL State of Play Week 2. We're here again with Mr. Gun West.
We back.
I'm Papa West. We're going to give it to you live, give it to you raw. We'll give y'all results some other time. Right now, we're just going to go to Week 2. Okay?
Every week, baby.
So
every week.
Let's get right to it, Mr. Gun West. What about Washington at Green Bay?
All right. So it's the first Thursday night game.
Yes.
You know, Thursday night is always really weird. Because you got less practice time. You have less, time to watch film on the other team, right? So both teams are at a disadvantage, right?
I agree.
But when I look at these two teams, I look at two teams that are very similar to me. I believe that the Packers and the Commanders both got young, athletic, very intelligent quarterbacks. The Commanders' defense, from what I've seen against the Giants, now we know it's the Giants.
Yes.
But the defense look better than it looked last year, which is going to be good for Jaden Daniels because the more times you give him the ball, the better. But with that being said, it pains me to say this, but with the addition of Michael Parsons, that Packers defense is going to be ferocious. They're going to be a problem.
They are going to be a problem.
And if they stay healthy, I'm letting you know right now, y'all can mark it down right now. The Packers probably going to win that division, and I see them being a 1 or 2 seed in the NFC.
I agree.
It's going to be an issue. But with all that being said, it's the Commanders at the Packers. It's week 2, short week. And I'm going to give the edge to the Packers in this one, man. I'm going to go with Green Bay. I think it's going to be a close game. But I'm going Green Bay on this one. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Gunn West, we pretty much agree on all those opinions, all those thoughts. And I do like Green Bay, but I'm going to go with Washington for the upset special. And I'm going to tell you why. I like Green Bay, like Michael Parsons and all those things. And, of course, I like Jordan Love, running game, all that.
Yeah.
I think that the game before with Green Bay and Detroit, I don't think Detroit came out the gate ready.
I agree.
And I think people need to calm down. Don't panic with Detroit. Me and Trey, we agreed that we picked Kansas City, Detroit in the Super Bowl, so don't panic.
That is our pick.
And they did both lose week 1.
They did.
Okay. But the reason I'm taking Washington is I think Washington running the no huddle. I don't know if you guys noticed that. They run the no huddle a lot, and they do that so JD the kid can kind of improvise, right? So you can't set him up defensively and put him in a pigeonhole. So to me, even though I think Green Bay is probably the better team on both sides of the ball, I really think they are, but I think Washington is going to make the game erratic. And so Green Bay won't be able to pass rush him regularly, their regular pass rush. So I think they'll put some pressure on him, and I think they might get the lead in the first, second quarter, whatever. But I think Washington will move the ball, and then they'll probably get a turnover here and there from Jordan Love. And I think with the addition of Debo Sanders, he is X factor. Trust me, he's X factor. With him, he is a nightmare. He's a nightmare matchup. He really is. So I think that JD the kid can score maybe 2 touchdowns and maybe Debo Sanders get 1 rushing, whatever. So I can see a close game like Gutter West says, but I'm gonna take Washington going the other way, and I'm thinking maybe 24-21 or 27-24, something around that range. So I'm gonna go to Washington. So next game.
Okay. All right. I think that's a very interesting take. But I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So next on the docket, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh wee.
I'm gonna start off by saying this. Aaron Rodgers, he still got something in the tank. I think we already knew that. Anybody that knows football, and we know Aaron Rodgers, we know that team last year just didn't gel together. And the year before that, he played 4 snaps and was injured. So the last time you really seen Aaron Rodgers, he was Aaron Rodgers. They was in the playoffs. They was, Green Bay was doing what Green Bay used to do with Aaron Rodgers.
I agree.
So what I seen against the Jets, I'm a little concerned about the Pittsburgh defense. They gave up a lot of points.
We have to agree on that one. I agree.
They gave up a lot of points. And
Yeah.
even though I am a fan of Justin Fields, I think he's a good quarterback. I think he got potential, to be a starter for the rest of his career, honestly. I didn't think he was that good. So,
I concur.
I think that was a little suspect as far as their defense is concerned. But as far as Seattle, man, I just don't see anything special right now in Seattle. Sorry, Seattle fans, but this is the truth. I don't think it was a good idea to let Geno Smith go.
I agree.
I don't think they ever should have got Sam Darnold and paid him all that money.
I agree.
Just don't think it was worth it. Now, with that being said, did they win last week or did they lose?
They both lost.
Okay, so they lost.
Well, I'm sorry. Pittsburgh won.
Pittsburgh
Seattle
won.
lost.
So
My bad.
Seattle lost.
My bad.
I thought they won, but they lost.
San Francisco beat them.
The 49ers were a better team.
Yeah.
They've been a better team than y'all for a while.
True.
And so you shouldn't have been shocked by that.
No.
But yeah, Seattle looking real sketchy. They on the road. I believe Pittsburgh defense will be a lot better than in week 1.
I agree.
And I got to go with Aaron Rodgers, man. Like Stephen A. Smith say, the bad man.
The Marshall.
I got to go with the bad man.
Yeah.
I got to go with the bad man.
Well, Gunner West, we pretty much agree on that too. Everything you said, I can't disagree with nothing you said. Not really. And that wasn't Pittsburgh like that defense.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't Pittsburgh like.
Not at all.
And we know Mike Tomlin is a better coach than that. We know that.
Yeah.
So, he's getting adjusted to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers getting adjusted to him. So, it is what it is. And like you said, Mr. Fields showed us a lot of all-pro play. He played like all-pro. He really played well. And we were surprised. Him throwing the ball down the field, standing in the pocket, that was very special. So I agree with that. So with that being said, I go with Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh probably can beat them. I'm going to say they're going to beat them by more than 10. I'm going to say 30-20. I like Pittsburgh. That's my pick.
Yeah, I might have to agree with that score, too, for all you
30-20.
all you bettors out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Next up, battle in New York. We got the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Love for you, cuz. Mr. Stubbs, we got love for you. Oh.
Yeah, shout out Uncle Tim, man.
Oh, yeah. So let's get right to it. Buffalo coming back, beating Baltimore. That was electrifying.
Very impressive.
Me and my other son, we were looking at the game, and we thought the game was over. We really did. And some of the fans started leaving the stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
And we were even saying that Derrick Henry was running like he had license.
Yeah.
Like somebody gave him license. Yeah. And I say, well, they can't stop him. And then all of a sudden, they got a turnover from Derrick Henry, turned the ball over. And I called Mr. Josh Allen Superman. That's my name for him, Superman. Tucked the ball down the field, got that score. And then they got the momentum. The defense played well and stopped and went 3 and out. Got another score. And then they continued and continued. I said, they tucked their feet off the gas. So my Baltimore, they lost their momentum. They lost their poise. And Buffalo at home, they usually do. They do at home. You leave the door with a crack. They come and win. They come back and win.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. But I don't want Baltimore fans, don't be mad with me. I'm just calling the thing a thing. I'm just calling it what it is. It was a great game. If you're a Baltimore fan, it sucked. I get it. But it was a great game for the NFL. It really was. For NFL fans. So, with that being said, we like what we saw out of Mr. Fields with the Jets last week. We did. He showed a lot of diversity. His improvisation showed a lot of skill sets. Now, I think I told Gutter West I wasn't really happy with the Jets head coach, right? We were not happy with him, that hire. Wasn't it Aaron Glenn? Okay, we was not happy with the hire, but it looked like he was a good coach in week 1. It looked like he coached the team very well. So I'm gonna say this. I think that it's going to be a competitive game. They're on the road. Buffalo's a better team. They have the veteran quarterback, right? So I'm going to say that Buffalo will win the game, but I think the Jets will have a lot of momentum going in from that loss against the Steelers. I think that Buffalo did have problems stopping the run against Derrick Henry, so I'm quite sure the Jets saw that on film. They're going to try to run at Buffalo. They were going to try to run, and I think that this might turn out to be a shootout. I think it could be a shootout because I don't know if Buffalo can turn around and play good defense and stop the Jets on a consistent basis. So what I'm going to say is I think Buffalo wins with a late touchdown or a late field goal, and I think Jets stay in the game throughout the game. It's going to be very competitive. The fans are going to be very excited because the Jets already played well in week 1, so they're going to have the fans behind them. The Buffalo fans travel well too. They'll be there. So I'm going to say another shootout. Let's say 31-28 or 31-24. Buffalo. That's my pick. I'll take Buffalo.
I mean, I pretty much agree with everything you said. Yeah, I mean, you know, Justin Fields looked good in week 1. You know, he did a lot of things that I think, you know, people that have watched him for enough years, like me and my dad, watched him in Ohio State.
Yes.
And even, you know, some spurts and moments in Chicago, I really feel like Chicago kind of like wasted his talent, if you want to be honest. Pittsburgh, I feel like Pittsburgh might have gave up on him a little too early.
I agree.
Because even though I love Aaron Rodgers, I feel like Justin Fields could have been the future for them.
I agree.
But with all that being said, he with the Jets now. You know, you got a coach that has a lot of you know, integrity, has a certain type of pedigree in this league, very respected, former player, and I believe in him. I think Aaron Glenn eventually gonna get this thing rolling. And right now they look really good on offense. I know Aaron Glenn is a defensive specialist, so that defense is definitely going to be a lot better.
They give a lot of points to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
even though Pittsburgh
they gave up a lot of points to
Just
Pittsburgh.
saying, yeah.
But like we always said, you know, it's week 1.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And we can't just base everything off of week 1, right? So, yeah, they scored a lot of points. And you don't like to see that as a fan of the Jets and knowing their defensive ability.
Yes, I agree.
But at the same time, though, Buffalo is just a bigger, better team. Man. They got the better quarterback. They got the better, you know what I'm saying, scheme. You know, more experienced coaching. You know, these guys been there before.
Yes.
They've been there, done that.
Yes.
And I'm going to have to agree with Papa West, man. I got to go with the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see what he's saying, maybe 31-24, 31-27, something like that.
Yes.
It's going to be some points scored for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I think ultimately, Josh Allen gonna you know, come out on top, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
So I got to go with the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
Now, next on the docket, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, for me personally, this is kind of a weird game. You know, the Bengals don't never start off the season good, and they already got a first week win. So that's already changed.
Which is unusual.
Changed their
for
fortune
them for the last couple
right?
of years, yeah.
So that's already unusual.
With all that talent.
With all that talent. Very unusual for them.
Yeah.
But again, it's week 1. I can't judge anything off of week 1. They played a very, very stingy Cleveland defense.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And Cleveland made a lot of mistakes in that game.
And Mr. Garrett sacked Burrows a couple times.
Yeah. Cleveland made a lot of mistakes in that game, but they could have still won that game.
Possibly.
So,
yes.
You know, with that being said, it's like, okay, well, will the Bengals win the next game? They play the Jaguars. The Jaguars, you know, they put out their week 1 win. They 1-0. You know, even though it was in a limited capacity. Travis Hunter looked really good. He looked fast. He looked strong.
Yes.
I think he's gonna be a good receiver in this league, and I think when they put little packages in on defense, I think he's gonna do some things, but mainly he's gonna be a receiver. Trevor Lawrence. This is a make or break year for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, we both agree on that one.
He already got paid his money, which he did not deserve. Okay, I'm sorry, but he did not deserve the same kind of money as a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. It's just that's ridiculous. But the man got paid.
Yeah,
they're committed to him for at least this season and next season, no matter what.
Yes.
So this is the chance for him to show that he's worth the money. That he's worth getting another contract.
Yes. That
he's worth continuing to be the Jaguars quarterback.
Yes.
But with all that said, I see a close game. I'm gonna take it Pop West style, give you a score. Let's say 2017 Bengals.
2017 Bengals. Well, I think that's a little low. The only reason I think it's a little low is because I think Cincinnati going to at least score probably 24, 28 points. That's just my opinion. But anyway, this is Jacksonville's first true test this year.
Yeah.
Because playing the Panthers wasn't a true test.
Not at all.
But Cincinnati was tested against that Cleveland defense, I tell you that.
That was on the road.
That was a test for Cincinnati. Usually Cincinnati will lose a game like that. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this.
That's true.
That's a step in the right direction. If you're a Bengals fan, they starting up. They conquered their little mishaps in the first 1, 2, 3 weeks in the season. They got their first win. Now they still can boo this week and still lose to the Jaguars and be 1-1. But
they could.
I think that the coaching staff and the offensive coordinator and Joe, I call him Joe Big Ball Balls. Joe Big Ball Burrows. That's what I call him. That's my name for him. I think they talked and they got together and they said, look, we're not going to start off slow this season. We're going to start off fast, right? So I think that with the weapons that Cincinnati has, the defense is a little shaky. Let's be honest. That defense is a little shaky. It is. But with the weapons they have on offense, is very dominant. The only time you really stop them if they turn the ball over. If they don't turn the ball over, they score on everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody.
Yeah.
In the league. So I'm going to say this.
That's true.
I think Cincinnati will win this game, and Jackson will present themselves very well. They'll play competitive for a while, but I think Cincinnati will take over later in the third quarter. It'll be kind of competitive for a while, and then I think they'll wind up winning the game probably, I'm going to say, I know I keep saying 30, but I would say 31-20, Cincinnati. That's my pick.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That's my pick.
I respect that.
Yeah. So what we got next there, Mr. West?
Cleveland and Baltimore.
Cleveland and Baltimore. Is Flacco still starting? Of course he's going to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't hurt, right? I thought he had got hurt or something. But, because I thought he got hurt. But anyway, I thought he got hurt, whatever.
He playing.
Well, anyway, okay, Baltimore pissed off. That's
they should be.
Let's just start off with that.
They should be.
They hot as fish grease, right? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And if you're a Baltimore fan, you hot as fish grease too, right? So you got a pissed off Baltimore team, and a Cleveland team can say, well, we could have beat Cincinnati. I thought we almost could have beat them. Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. We don't know, right? I'm talking about Cleveland. So you got to go with the better team that's mad, that's hot as fish grease. And the only way they're going to stand this game against Baltimore, for sure, they're going to have to sack Lamar Jackson. They're going to have to stop the run of Derrick Henry. And they're going to have to stop Baltimore's pass rush on Mr. Flacco. He's an old man. He's just standing there waiting for you to come and hit him. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to make you Cleveland Browns fans mad at me. But he's a tall target. Oh, you can come and get him and hit him. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, if he ain't got time to throw the ball and they can't run the ball, that spells doom. Doom, doom, doom. That's bad. So we got a pissed off Baltimore team against a shaky offensive line, and they don't have a good running game. I'm saying a blowout. I know it used to be close between 7, and I've seen some of those Cleveland Baltimore games. They played pretty close. But this particular situation, week 2, right now in 2025, I think Baltimore is going to take their feelings out on them. They're going to hurt them. So let's say I'm gonna say 33-17, Baltimore. 30-17. That's my pick.
Well, ain't too much else to say about that, man. I mean, he pretty much took all my points. I gotta totally agree with it. I think the Ravens are gonna take out their aggression on the Browns. It's their home opener, and again, you know, this is a very talented team, man, with a lot of great players on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
And at some point, you have to ask yourself as an NFL fan, when is Lamar Jackson going to be the difference?
That's true.
Now, we love Lamar Jackson.
We do.
But just like my man Stephen A. always say, Lamar Jackson has to be the reason that they win. He can't be the reason they lose.
Yes.
So even if they do lose in the
I
playoffs, it can't be because Lamar didn't do something, or Lamar didn't go down the field, or Lamar didn't get that enough yards for the field goal.
Yes.
He has to make the play that counts.
Yes.
And I believe this year he might do that, guys. Even though I still believe in the great Magic Man, Patrick Mahomes, until he's dethroned, I'm going to still ride with him.
Yes.
But I think Lamar, along with Josh Allen, are his biggest threats. And they will continue to be his biggest threats for the years to come.
No question.
But with all that being said, like the points my dad made, I gotta totally agree with him. The Ravens gonna take their aggression out. I think it's gonna be a blowout. I think they're gonna.
That's right.
They're gonna beat them pretty good.
Yes. For sure.
So yeah. So Ravens, y'all.
No score. You just like Ravens.
I mean, if I had to say a score, I don't know, man. Let's say like 28-13.
That's still a blowout.
Something like that.
That's still a blowout. Yeah.
Next on the docket, y'all, we got the rematch of Super Bowl 59.
Ooh,
We got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs.
It hurts so good.
And I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
we know the Eagles won Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's all good. They blinking with their ring.
Yes, they
Hey,
are.
shout out my cousin TF, man. You know,
All right,
shout out
TF.
the Eagles.
Oh,
Hey,
and Big Weezy.
and Big Weezy.
Big
you know what I'm
Weezy.
saying? You know,
We see you, Big Weezy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. We got no disrespect for the Eagles, even as a Cowboys fan. You know, I don't rock with y'all.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna disrespect y'all. Y'all a good team.
There you go.
But with that being said, Mr. Patrick Mahomes is very upset.
Yes, he is.
He lost his first game on a national stage.
Yes.
Out there in Brazil, all that
Yes.
spectacle, and the Chargers, a team in a division
Yes.
that they've been owning for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Disrespectful.
Beat them fair.
No question.
And I just don't see the Chiefs losing their home opener, and I don't see the Chiefs going 0-2. So this game will not be a blowout. They're not going to disrespect the Eagles. It's going to be a very close game.
I agree with that.
I actually see this game being more close to the Eagles and Chiefs the first time they met in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I think that
Yes.
the Kansas City offensive line has gotten
I
way
agree with
better.
that too. Yeah.
The offense looked better than it looked last year.
Yes.
The Eagles' defense look a little less than
A little
they were
shaky.
last year.
Even though they won in week one.
When they won in week
I
one
agree.
against my boys,
Yeah.
even though they lost Jalen Carter for this game,
Mm-hmm.
and he ain't gonna be there in this game either.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna affect the Eagles.
Right.
And I think that the Chiefs are gonna run the ball
Mm-hmm.
and pass the ball. They're gonna mix it up.
Yes.
A good percentage of both.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the Chiefs in a close one. I like Kansas City 24-20.
Ooh. That sounds like fun to me. That sounds like a whole bunch of fun. So, me as Poppy West, I'm going to say this. I like the matchup. It's a sexy matchup. And I know that Magic Man, that bad man, Patrick Mahomes, you know, he's mad. He's hot.
Definitely mad.
And if you saw that game in week one against the Chargers, you seen him on the sideline, he was mad. He was hot. Trust me, he was hot. So I'm going to say this to you. I know Philadelphia don't care. They said, we don't care about him being mad. We beat him in the Super Bowl. That's what they're thinking. I know. But I'm going to say this to you. Philadelphia fans, I like the way you ran the ball with Barkley. I like the way Hurts threw the ball. The defense played pretty good. But I want to let you know, Philadelphia fans, you need to be concerned about your defense because Dak lit you up. That's right, Dak lit you up. Dak played a very good game against that Philadelphia defense. And so everybody saw the game, know what I'm talking about. He was throwing darts. So I'm going to say this to you. If Dak can throw darts, you think Patrick Mahomes can't throw darts? Oh, yeah, he can throw darts too. And he's a better runner. He's a better runner than Dak. So I'm telling you, with the Kansas City defense and with them running the ball, as Gunnar West said, by the running the ball.
Oh yeah.
I do think that Kansas City going to go to the no huddle to stop Philadelphia from having other players come in, transferring, coming in on their defense. They're not going to be able to stay set for all these offensive plays, and I think that they'll be able to move the ball down the field effectively. I think that they will score more than Philadelphia. I think they'll cause a few turnovers, but I think Philadelphia will be in the game because of their running game. They're a physical team. So I'm going to say this. I think it'll be a close game, like Gunnar West said. It'll be close, it'll be competitive. I think it's going to be a good game. And I think that Kansas City probably will win this game probably 27-23, or I'm going to say 28-24. I think it'll be a little high scoring. But I do think Kansas City will pull it out. And Philadelphia will be in the game all the way through. It'll be very competitive. But I do look for Kansas City to pull it out. And I also want to shout out to my niece Vanessa in Philly. I ain't forgot about you, baby. And I know what you say. Fly, Eagles, fly, Eagles.
Shout out, Vanessa.
To my niece in Philadelphia. But
Boo.
enjoy the game. But that's my pick.
Boo. But, no, I respect that. I think it's going to be a really good game, y'all. Okay, next up, y'all, we got Papa West's own, the Denver Broncos, on the road at the Indianapolis Colts.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it.
At the Colts.
Don't do it. Well, since it's my squad, hey, number 30, Terrell Davis.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to say that I think that Denver looked very questionable last week. Okay. And for all the Denver Broncos fans, Denver Bronco Nation, hey, I love Denver Broncos. I live and die, I love them. But I got to be honest. I just can't be, a fantasy Denver Bronco fan. I'm a realist fan. So I'm going to say this to you. On paper, I think we should win the game because I think we're better overall. But my problem is our defense had a lot of holes in it, and Bo Nix concerns me with turning the ball over, being inefficient. So I'm concerned about that. I do like the running game. The running game is pretty cool. It actually was pretty decent. But Bo Nix turning the ball over in bad situations, and then our defense had to bail us off to win that game. Man, that was really scary. Because I thought we was going to lose, I'll be honest with you. And remember, that was a rookie quarterback started on the road, his first career NFL start with the Tennessee Titans. This is not somebody that's established. This is his first career start.
Yeah.
And he almost beat us in our house. Unbelievable. So I'm going to say this. Denver Bronco fans, don't hate me, I love you. But I got to tell you something. I think this is an upset special. I think the Colts going to beat us. I hate to say it, Lord, it just hurts me in my heart. But I think we're going to get upset. I think the Colts going to upset us and beat us. And I'm thinking something like, like 24-21. It's going to be a low-scoring game somewhere around there. But I think the Colts going to upset us. It's an upset special. And all you Denver Bronco fans, I'm not abandoning, not jumping the ship. I still love Denver Broncos. But I saw enough last week with both teams to let me see the X's and O's, and I think that the Colts will upset us 24-20.
Well, I got to disagree with you on this one. Now, like you already said before, look, man, week one is week one. I think everybody's rusty. I think nobody is going to be who they're going to be. Like my Uncle Ed says, you got to get to at least about week 6 until it get real serious.
Actually, he said week 8.
Week 8, I think that's a little too much,
but week 6 is a
but
good
either way, what we're trying to say is you're not going to know anything in September.
No,
so I don't
care.
I don't care if somebody go 4-0 in September. They might end up losing the rest of their game.
That's true.
So this is the NFL.
That is
not
true.
for long.
We got to agree on that.
Now,
That's true.
Now,
I agree. Yeah.
Now, I agree with my dad. I don't like how the not the defense, but how the offense looked in Denver in week 1. Defense looks strong. They're gonna be strong.
They're pretty strong. Yeah.
They're gonna stop pretty much most teams in the NFL.
They're pretty strong.
Or not stopping them, they're going to be able to get you on third downs and get you in some weird positions and long yardage situations. That's going to be their strength, is their defense this year.
Yes, I agree.
I believe in Bo Nix. I know he's young, but I think that he has what it takes to be a starting quarterback in this league.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they got a good enough pieces around him. And I think about it, it's all about repetition, practice, film, and, and to get better each week. And I think with a quarterback like Bo Nix, he's only going to get better every week. So he didn't look good last week. He know he didn't look good last week, and they still won the game. So let's just say he go out there and look like the Bo Nix he looked like all last year, right? So the reason why I say this is because I don't believe in the Colts at all. I think the Dolphins are just really bad.
I agree with both.
I think the Dolphins ain't that good.
I agree with
as we thought they were, or they were 2 years ago. That time is over with.
I agree with
the
that.
New Dolphins, it's looking real bad for y'all. Pack it up, Miami. But that's for another game we're gonna talk about later. But with that being said, look, man, I think the Broncos gonna pull it out. But I do agree with Pops. I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't see no blowouts on either side. So this game is like a coin toss to me. But I'm going to go with the Broncos, and I'm going to go with the Broncos 24-14.
Ooh. That's a 10-point win.
That's what I'm going to do.
By the Colts. I'm saying by Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just how I feel about that particular game.
Well, Bronco fans, Gutter West is going with Denver this week, and I'm going with the Colts, so I'm just saying. But I'm a Denver Bronco fan. I know I'm wearing a jersey.
You shouldn't be on camera saying that.
Hey, but it's the truth.
But it is what it is.
So you want the truth from me. I'm going to give it to you raw and straight. I ain't going to lie to you.
It is what it is.
I don't lie.
It is what it is.
I'm just what it is.
I mean, I did pick the Eagles last week.
I did say
so I guess I can't say.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It is what it is.
But look, it's all good. I feel you on that.
It is what it is.
All right, next on the docket, y'all. We got the New York Giants at my Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh,
and,
yeah.
Look, man, I know we gonna break down the games and talk about what we think. But I think even if you're a casual fan, I think you know what's gonna happen on Sunday. So this not me being cocky. It's not me being a Cowboy fan. It's just being realistic. The Giants is just really, really bad. And
they suck.
I love Russell Wilson.
They suck.
But this ain't the Russell Wilson that I knew that I was a fan of. This is a different Russell.
I'm sorry, Giants fan. New York, they suck.
Russell is not dangerous no more.
They suck.
He's not dangerous no more.
Yeah.
So even with that rookie quarterback, which I would not throw him into the wolves like that. Not yet.
Oh, he coming.
No, I know he is.
Oh, he coming.
He needs to.
He coming.
But not yet.
He coming.
Let's let him get some more film, some more reps before you just throw him out there. You know.
Let him get knocked around a little bit.
Not yet. Not yet. He's supposed to be your franchise quarterback. You spent the first round pick. You traded back into the first round to get him. You can't put him out there like that. Not yet.
Okay. All right.
But enough with the Giants. Like the Cowboys in this game, my defense showed me a lot in week one. I really didn't expect them to play that good. Even though Jalen Hurts did his thing, he didn't throw for that many yards. And even though Saquon had a decent game, he didn't run for 100 yards. That says a lot.
That's true.
If you can stop
Saquon
from running 100 yards, and you can stop Jalen Hurts from throwing for over 200 yards and lose the game.
That's effective.
You shouldn't lose that game.
That's
now we all know we had the missed field goal. We know we had the fourth down stop. You know, CD had a couple drops that CD don't do.
Yeah,
you know what happens.
Bad.
But I feel like the boys gonna bounce back this week.
Mm-hmm.
We at home, the home opener, divisional rival. We don't like them. They don't like us.
That's right.
We gonna play hard. I don't particularly see a blowout because the Giants are gonna play respectable ball. So I think it's gonna be safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Cowboys. Let's say Cowboys 30-21.
That sounds about right. I think that sounds about right. 31-20, yeah.
Say 30-21.
So I'm going to say that, I mean, we really agree on a lot of stuff because we look at the games about the same way. But I would say that, yes, we love Russell Wilson. We've always loved Russell Wilson, but he's older now. He's a shell of himself. I know he's bored at home. He just want to play. He want to still play, start somewhere.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, he's doing the best he can with a shaky offensive line. The running game is kind of so-so.
Yep.
But the Giants defense can bow up sometime and play good defense. They can. I'm going to say that they're at a disadvantage. I think Dallas is more are advanced than them. They're more progressed. They got more weapons. We still got to live with this new coach they got. We think he's real deal. We hope he is. Now, I did say, I told Gunnar West last week, I wasn't sold on his new coach, but we'll see if he got the pedigree that his dad had. We'll see. But anyway, to get to the point, Dak played a great game against Philadelphia. He played a great game on the field against the defending Super Bowl champions. That says a lot to me as a football fan, like straight up. I mean, he played well. And I've been a critic of Dak a lot of times. Dak played well. He looked healthy. He was relaxed. He did his thing. And the running game was pretty effective at different parts of the game too. And that defense without Michael Parsons, I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned that they played that well without Michael Parsons. They said, well, Michael Parsons who? They played well.
Highly impressive.
They played well. And if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you got to be like, we're hopeful. We think we got a chance to do something this year, like real talk. Because if Dak plays like that, he's healthy, and that defense plays like that, you're going to win a lot of games. I'm just telling you, you're going to win a lot of games. So with that being said, Dallas has the advantage on both sides of the ball. Unless Dallas just turns the ball over a whole bunch of times, they're going to beat them by at least 10 or 14 points. That's my opinion. So I'm going to go with Dallas with probably 31-17 or 28-14, something like that. And I think, Dallas will be taking their starters out by probably the middle of the fourth quarter. They'll be taking starters out. I'm telling you. That's my opinion.
That might be more than 28-14.
Well, that's blowout. Well, no, I think they'll be running the ball, running the clock out. That's what I think. But yeah, that's my pick. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Next on the docket, y'all, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Tennessee Titans.
Before week 1, before I saw how this young man from University of Miami, Cam Ward, played in week 1 against my Denver defense, before that, when I saw this game on the schedule, I said, well, Rams ain't gonna have no problem. They gonna do their thing. But when I just saw what I just saw against the Denver Broncos defense, this young man out of the University of Miami, Mr. Cam Ward, he might be the real deal. I don't want to get excited yet. I don't want to get Tennessee fans excited, but I'm telling you, I've been watching football for a long time. And that Denver defense had to save us to win that game. And there were some drop passes by the Tennessee's receivers, too. Let's be honest now. Now, yeah, we know Bo Nix helped him. He turned the ball, whatever. But you still cannot take away how Cam Ward played. That young man played like an all-pro in his first NFL start on the road in Mile High when you get tired in the fourth quarter. Okay? So let's not forget about those things. Against a great NFL coach, Sean Payton. This was his first game as an NFL starter in the league on the road. Okay? Oh, just for shits and giggles. A rookie quarterback starting in the NFL on the road before that game was 3-34. Check your records. Now 3-35. So if he'd have beat us, he would have been playing with history. If he would have playing with history. So with that being said, the Rams were the Rams. They were solid against Houston Texans. They played well. I like what I saw. I actually like both sides of the ball. The Texans brought a little noise. They made a little noise. But the Rams do what they do. Okay? They run the ball. They make the plays at the end of the game. The defense was good. Sean McVay, he always, am I saying his name right? McVay, Coach McVay?
Yeah, Sean McVay, yeah.
He always seemed to push the right buttons at the right time and make sure he, do the timeouts right. He's just a good coach. He's a solid coach. So with that being said, I think Tennessee going to give him some problems. I really do. Tennessee going to give him some problems because I think this guy Cam Ward is really solid. And he got some weapons to work with. Now, their defense is shaky. So, to me, the difference in the game is the Tennessee's defense. Since their defense is not going to be able to hold the Rams down the whole 4 quarters in the game, look for Tennessee to be in the game, keep it close. It might even take the lead once or twice. But look for the Rams to make the key plays late in the game, and win this game. I'm going to say somewhere between 27 to 23 or 27-21 Rams. That's my pick.
Well, I mean, we agree again, ladies and gentlemen. I like what I saw from Cam Ward. I think he's tough. I think he has what it takes, to be in this league. Now, the thing with Cam Ward, like any other young quarterback, look at it, Jaden Daniels right now. Look at it, what they're trying to do with Caleb Williams in Chicago.
Yes.
Even with a Bryce Young in Carolina, I think he's still got a lot of potential. Development.
Yes.
And this is something that's a lost art nowadays in NFL. You need to develop him the same way the Chiefs developed Patrick Mahomes. The same way the Packers developed Jordan Love.
Yes.
The same way the Ravens developed Lamar Jackson. Those of them guys just came into the league and just became great guys.
I agree.
And Josh Allen. So for the top 4 guys right now, top 5 guys now in this league, at least sat out 1 year, except for Jaden Daniels. And that's almost a miracle, because nowadays in this NFL, it's either you come out blasting off or you be ice cold. There's no in between. And they gotta do their best to surround it with talent, because that young man can take them places. He can be their next franchise quarterback.
Looks good to me.
With that being said, like Pop said, hey man, the Rams got a better defense. They got Super Bowl winning, more experienced quarterback. They got more weapons on the outside. They got running game. Mm-hmm. They got a great coach.
Yes.
I mean, it's just a better team.
Yep.
Now, it's on the road, and like Pop said, I think Cam Ward is gonna go out there and let his nuts hang, man. He gonna get him some trouble. But I gotta go with the Rams as well. And I also see a close contest. So let's say 27-20 Rams.
Sounds about right to me. I agree with all what he just said. 100%.
All right, y'all. So next up, we got the New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. Now, we've already alluded to this earlier. Dolphins look real bad.
Yes.
And I'll take one of my pop's old quotes. I don't care if it's at their house, at your house, or in the backyard. Dolphins ain't winning this game, man. And I hate to say this, Miami, but it is what it is, man. Defense looked like a shell of itself. Offense like they couldn't get nothing started. Mind you, I know it's week 1, and we always say you can't judge a whole team off of week 1, but we're also talking about a team that's going against the Patriots that know them, that played them very well, whether they good or not. The Dolphins have been good, Patriots have been bad, still been a close game. Patriots have been good, Dolphins have been bad, still been a close game. This is what division rivalry is in the NFL. We know you. You know what I'm saying? We're familiar with you. And with that being said, you got a coach in Vrabel that knows them Dolphins. He used to beat them Dolphins all the time when he was in the NFL. And I believe in Drake May. I think he's a young, intelligent quarterback that got a chance to do something in this league as well. And I think with that coach, and with the way that young defense looks, the Patriots have a lot of high hopes, and the future is very bright for the New England Patriots. With that being said, it won't be a blowout. I don't think they're going to disrespect the Dolphins in their house. It is their home opener. They're going to play with some respect. But ultimately, I'm going to go with the Patriots over the Dolphins. I like them 27-20.
Well, I agree with probably half of what you said, Gunner West. But as bad as Miami looked at last week, and hey, they looked at bad. It was awful. And I still think Tua should retire. I do. Miami Dolphin fans, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think
it might be time.
I think he should retire. But with that being said, he's on the team now. He's trying to play the season out, whatever. Hopefully, don't give him another concussion. I hope he doesn't get one. I want to wish no bad luck on it. What I'm going to say is I saw a lot of that game against the Las Vegas Raiders, the Patriots, and so what I saw was they want to be physical, but I don't know if the Patriots is really a physical team that they think they want to be. So what I'm trying to say is Vrabel wants them to be physical. That's his whole concept. But I don't think he has all the bullets and all the weapons to be physical like he wants. So he's trying to get these guys to mold them into the team he wants to be with what he has to work with. And we both agree we like Drake May. He shows some promise. His skill set is cool. The running game was questionable last week. I just thought it was really shaky, the running game. And so also, I didn't like the way the Patriots were stopping the run against the Rays. Even though they got that bad boy out of Boise State, Gentry. He's a bad boy. And also you got Pete Carroll coaching that team. Here's what I think. I think that Miami will get up for this game to play for the coach's job. I think they're going to play for his job. They don't read the newspaper clippings all week. They've been dogged out. Trust me, they've been dogged out. And I think that they will play for the coach for pride and dignity. And because the Patriots didn't run the ball well, and also their defense wasn't up to par as far as what Brable wants, I think Miami will take advantage of a Patriot team that's kind of a little down, the way they lost their home opener under the new regime with Brable.
Right.
And I think Miami was really blowed out against the Colts. And I think Miami will come back and run the ball. And I think Miami will be able to throw the ball when they set up the pass with the run. And I think they will blitz Drake May and force him into running the ball. And since they're not running the ball effective, I think Miami will win that matchup. And so I'm going to take Miami to bounce back. I'm not going to call it an upset special. I'm going to pick Miami to bounce back and beat the Patriots somewhere between, I'm going to say, 24-20 or 24-17. I like Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
That's my pick.
All right, man. You know, as y'all can see, we don't always agree on everything. Mm-hmm. But okay, all right. Hey, look, man. This is why it's the NFL, man. You know, I can definitely see that happening. Mm-hmm. And you know, we'll see, pops. Next up on the docket, the San Francisco 49ers at the New Orleans Saints.
Well, I mean, I got to be honest. If you're a New Orleans fan, you might like the coaching hire, the coach. And I kind of like the coach, too. I respect him a lot. But he don't have a quarterback. He just don't have a quarterback. So he's inheriting a team with no quarterback.
Let me say this real quick. And I want y'all Saints fans to really think about this. So let me get this straight. You, with another 20-something teams, y'all really let Shedeur Sanders slide to the 5th round of the draft, regardless of what y'all say the reason is, to draft the brother, what's his name, Tyler Shug, whatever his name is.
What is his name?
It don't matter what his name is,
Okay.
because guess what? He ain't going to be playing. Y'all let Spencer Rattler, that couldn't even beat out, who was the competition last year? Was it still Derek Carr?
No. What?
I think it was Derek Carr last year.
Carr still there?
No, he was there last year. Y'all couldn't beat out an old Derek Carr that was on the verge of retirement.
No. What?
It was him.
I think it was, yeah.
He couldn't beat out a Derek Carr on the verge of retirement, but yet he can beat out this rookie y'all drafted in the 1st round.
Yeah.
But y'all didn't draft Shedeur Sanders.
That's questionable.
Or Jackson Dart. Or one of them other quarterbacks.
That's questionable.
Come on, New Orleans.
I agree.
But I'm sorry, sir. Go back to what you were saying.
No, but he's right.
I'm sorry. I felt some kind of way about
But he's right.
I'm mad at a lot of
Those
NFL
things-
teams that slid on my boy, man.
Now, those things are true. Before I finish, let me respond to what he said. Maybe they didn't do it because they didn't have the salary cap. They didn't want to pay a top round pick. I don't know. But I agree with what he just said. But with that being said, obviously the 49ers are the more complete team. Even though we like the coaching hire, you know, come on, Shanahan's a better coach. We know that. If you're an NFL fan, you know that he's a better coach. Let's be real. So with that being said, even though they lost Deebo Samuels and Ayuk, the receiver, he's not on the team, and then they lost one. Is Bosa out, or he's still hurt, or he's gone? Bosa?
No, Bosa's not on the 49ers anymore.
Oh, so Bosa's gone. Okay, I thought he. Okay,
He on the Bills.
Okay, so Bosa's gone. But anyway, the 49ers is a better team. New Orleans are just looking for themselves. They're searching for identity when you got a quarterback. You still got Kamara and everything. You got the defense trying to play pretty good against Arizona, but how good is Arizona going to be either? I'm sorry, Arizona Cardinals fans. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to disrespect y'all guys, but how good are you really going to be? So you beat Arizona, okay? I mean Arizona beat you, so I mean whatever. And then it came down to the last play in the game, but you beat it. Arizona lost it. But anyway, the bottom line is this. The 49ers will win the game unless they turn the ball over. If the 49ers don't turn the ball over, even if they turn the ball over, if they don't score no touchdowns off the turn, they get field goals, 49ers still going to win the game. So I'm saying the 49ers ain't going to turn the ball over. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the 49ers are going to run the ball, throw the ball, play defense, time possession, and they're going to beat them. They ain't going to have no problem beating them. It's pretty much a lock. So I'm going to give you a score. The score going to be the 49ers 27 and the New Orleans Saints, I'll say 18. 27-18 because they might get a safety or get a field goal or something. 27-18. That's my pick. I like the 49ers.
It's not much to say. 49ers. Next game. We got the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
Ooh,
now,
wait.
This I do have something to say about.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I'm a believer in Caleb Williams. I think that young man can be something with the Bears. Again, like I said about Cam Ward, they must build around him. They're giving him some good competent receivers. He got a decent running back. They can do better in the running game, but he's a decent guy. But that defense got to get it together. They got to get it together. Because it's one of those defenses where their defense isn't trash, but they're very mediocre. They can look one way, you know what I'm saying, for the first half, and then you come out in the third quarter, and it's like you're a whole different team, in a bad way.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what Chicago defense we're gonna get, and that's the problem. Now, Ben Johnson, his thing is offense.
Yeah.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Caleb looked good. The offense looked like they running.
They look pretty decent,
and
yeah.
a lot of defenses in the NFL are not going to be able to, I won't say stop them, but stop them from scoring.
True.
Right? So they're going to score some points with the best of them. I think they're going to be a lot better than they were last year.
Yes.
But with that being said, the Detroit Lions ain't going 0-2. And they damn
I
sure
don't
not
think
going to lose their
so.
home opener.
I don't think
And they ain't
so.
lose the home opener to the Bears.
I don't think so.
It's just a lot of beef when it goes Chicago and Detroit. So, I think Jared Goff and the boys is gonna bounce back. Like Pop said, not an upset, but they're gonna bounce back. I don't see a blowout. You gotta respect Chicago. It's gonna be a decent game. They know each other very well. They're familiar. Remember that word, y'all, familiar. If I gotta give you a score, I'm gonna go Detroit. I'm gonna go Detroit 35-21.
14-point win. Interesting. Well, I like what I saw with Caleb Williams too. I like the offense. It looked pretty good. Moving the ball. But like you said, the Bears defense is questionable at best. And you got a pissed off Detroit team against a questionable best defense in Detroit. Oh, there's going to be a lot of Chicago Bear defensive players looking in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown!
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not, if you're Bear fans, don't play Head on Pop.
Turn the TV on.
I'm not trying to be mad.
What can you say? Turn the TV on.
Don't get mad at me. But I'm telling you, you got a pissed off Detroit team that got ultimate weapons, lethal weapons, against a questionable Chicago Bears
Very
team.
questionable.
And they mad the way they looked at it. They've been looking at this all week on tape, on film. and the coach is looking at it and said, you see this right? Did you see what you did in the Green Bay? You see what you see?
Look at this right
You
here.
see what you did? Okay, trust me. They're waking up in the middle of the night having nightmares, waking up in cold sweat saying, we can't wait to see the Chicago Bears on Sunday. We can't wait for them to get here, get off the bus. We can't wait for them to get off the bus. So I'm telling you, yes, the Detroit defense looked a little soft against Green Bay, so I'm going to say Chicago will be able to move the ball on them too. So I'm not going to say they're not going to be able to move the ball on Detroit. But it's not going to make no difference. It's not going to make, no matter how they move the ball, when Chicago scored, trust me, Detroit will go right back down and score again. Okay? So I'm telling you, expect either a blowout or they're going to win by at least 2 touchdowns comfortably, and they're going to be on the sideline clapping hands, smiling, and laughing and shit. Okay? Trust me when I tell you that. So my pick going to be Detroit will win 35-20. That's my pick.
Yeah, we pretty much
35-20.
Pretty much agree with that, y'all.
35-20.
We definitely agree with that.
Yep.
Next one, Pops. We got an interesting one, I think, between these two teams. We got the Carolina Panthers at the Arizona Cardinals. Afternoon.
Well, I mean, I don't really have a lot of confidence in either one of them, but if I got to take one, so I got to take Kyler Murray with Arizona Cardinals.
Well, that's why I said it was interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously he's more experienced than Bryce Young,
Right.
And he can move the ball effectively,
Right.
and he has a few weapons, even though his defense is a little shaky. The Panthers, they're just searching. They don't really have identity. They're just hoping that Bryce Young improves.
Yeah.
They got so many holes on the team, and also I'm not really excited about the head coaching staff. The head coach for the Panthers, I'm not excited by him at all. If you're a Panther fan, I'm letting you know I don't know if he's the guy for you guys. I don't think he's the man. But he's your head coach right now. You got to roll with him. I get it. That's what the ownership they hired him, whatever.
No, I agree with that.
I don't think he's the man for you. But anyway, looking at the matchup, Arizona should win this game easily. If Arizona loses this game, for any reason, that lets you know that Arizona is not ready for prime time. Because they should have no problem beating the Panthers. Even if the Panthers move the ball and play a good game, it doesn't matter what they do. Arizona should be able to overcome all of that and still move the ball down the field and score enough points and beat them, regardless of what they do. So the only way Arizona can lose this game, they got to turn the ball over multiple times, and then the Panthers got to score touchdowns. So I don't see that happening. If that do, I'll be stunned. I don't see that happening, so I'm going to take Arizona, and not too much in an entertaining game, unless you're an Arizona fan, you just want to see them play. That's your team. Shout out to Ed Fudge, I got nothing left for you, bro.
Well, it was good.
But anyway, I'm going to take Arizona to win this game, let's say 27-17. 27-17, Arizona.
Well, Pops, we have another disagreement.
Oh, okay. All right.
I agree with a lot of what you said, because I do believe the Cardinals are, I think they had the slight upper hand. But what I am seeing in this game between Carolina and Arizona, I'm just liking what I'm seeing defensively from Carolina versus Arizona. So that's my deciding factor. I feel like Bryson and Kyler Murray are kind of the same quarterback, but Kyler Murray's just more athletic. He run, but as far as size, their ability to throw a deep ball, they're very accurate for a quarterback at their size. I think they're both smart quarterbacks, and also I don't see a big difference in their offense. I don't see one running game better than the other. I don't really see one receiving core better than the other. They're very similar to me. They're a very equal team in my opinion. So, I want to go with Arizona, but I don't know. Something in me is seeing Carolina with an upset coming to Arizona and playing with some balls. And I think that the Carolina Panthers are going to squeak it out in a close one on the road. I like that. Carolina 23-20.
I want to say one thing to what you just said.
That's what I like.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying about similar running games, similar receivers, but you actually don't think that Murray is a better quarterback than Bryce Young?
No, I think he's a better quarterback, but also that's based off experience and what he's done in the league.
But I'm talking about skill set.
But just pure talent. No,
I mean skill set.
I think they're the same guy.
Really?
They more or less.
So you don't
not exactly the same, but more or less they're the same quarterback.
So
I think you plug Murray in the Panthers and you put Bryce Young in the Cardinals the same thing.
I think I disagree with you on that one. I think Murray is better. I think he's more skill set. I just think he's a shorter quarterback, but his skill set is very special.
To me, the only thing that makes him better is that he can run the ball.
I think,
and Bryce Young can run too. He just don't do it all the time.
I think when he can set in the pocket and the pocket is clean, he throw pretty good accurate passes. I think
Bryce did the same thing.
But see, I think Bryce Young is a little bit too what's the word? He's too accidental. He makes too many
Too
accidents.
hesitant?
No, he makes too many accidents. He's
Oh,
accidental.
he's trying to be
Yeah,
the
he make
hero all the
accidents.
time.
Yeah, he make accidents. I just call it accidents.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
But I just thought I might mention that because I hear what you're saying. You picking Panthers, I get it. But I just want to make sure we agree that Murray's a better quarterback.
No, Kyler Murray is a
That's all
better
I'm saying.
quarterback.
Yeah. So.
Not by very much. I think he's a little bit better than
Big
him.
brother Ed, Uncle Ed might say no, that's not true.
I
But get you.
I think he's a little bit better.
Okay.
But then he a better quarterback.
All right.
I mean, but I think
It
it's
is
gonna
what
be a
it
very
is.
interesting game. Though. I think
Oh, I mean,
I think it's gonna be an entertaining game.
it could be.
It'll be
It
entertaining.
should be.
I think it'll be an entertaining game.
It could be. It should
I don't
be.
see nobody blowing out nobody. I don't see that happening.
If it does happen, Arizona will be the one putting hands on people. I'm just letting you know that. If it does happen.
I guess we're gonna see.
All right.
All right, this is a very interesting one, guys. We got Sunday Night Football, baby. We got the Atlanta Falcons at the Minnesota Vikings for Minnesota's home opener. And this is a very interesting game, guys. They both 1-0. The Falcons squeaked it out against the Buccaneers in week 1 at home. The Vikings had a comeback and beat them Bears on the road.
Did Tampa Bay win the game or not? Who won the game?
You know what, guys? We are
I
we
thought-
are the fact checkers. We're gonna find out
Yeah,
right
I
now.
thought Tampa Bay won that game, and then
We're gonna find out right now,
Atlanta's
y'all.
0-1.
We're gonna find
'Cause I
out
don't
right
think I looked
now.
at that game.
I believe the Falcons.
I was scanning through the game, but I didn't.
I believe the Falcons
look at that.
won that game, pops. But let's be for sure.
Okay.
Let's be for sure. I was wrong. Buccaneers won that game 23-20. So
Ooh,
excuse
a
me,
close
guys.
one.
Excuse me.
So Atlanta lost.
So
Atlanta
Atlanta did. I'm sorry. So let me correct myself.
Yeah.
Atlanta did lose week 1. The Vikings won.
Right.
And come back against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here is where things are going to get difficult for the Falcons. Great young quarterback. I believe in Michael Penix.
I like him
He
too.
looked good, man. I was
I like
scared.
him, too.
I was scared along with my father because he had some injuries in college. I thought that maybe
He might be
that might be a problem.
Yep.
But the man started 6 games last year. Looked pretty damn good to me.
And he looked good last week too.
Looked great last week
He looked good
against a
last
very talented Buccaneers defense.
Yeah. he
Let's
looked
not
good,
disrespect
man.
Tampa Bay.
He looked good, man.
I don't know what y'all think Tampa Bay is, but trust me, they for real.
They're a playoff team.
Baker Mayfield ain't no punk.
They're a playoff.
So y'all can play with them if y'all want to in the NFC. He might give y'all some trouble this year.
Yeah,
So
playoff team.
beware the Buccaneers.
They're a playoff. team.
Beware the Buccaneers, y'all.
No question.
But I like Michael Penix a lot, man. I think he's a really strong quarterback. I love Drake London as a wide receiver. Damn, Kyle Pitts remind me of a young Shannon Sharp. Tight end looking like a receiver. The boy looked good. That B.J. Robinson, he was for sure top 5 running back in the league. The man's insane.
They got some
And
weapons.
shout out to Longhorns, baby. That's a Texas Longhorn for you if you don't
They
know.
got some
if
weapons.
you don't know.
They got
But,
weapons. They got weapons.
B.J. looked good, man. The defense is where I have the issue.
The defense is soft.
Giving up too many yards per catch. You letting that they let Bucky Irvin run all over him, man. Last week, I like Bucky Irvin. He's a good running back. He's a good young running back.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not sold on the defense, and then vice versa. I'm looking at Brian Flores, who should be a head coach, by the way. And we'll get to that.
You know why.
And we'll get to that
You know why.
on another episode about coaching in the NFL.
Yes.
We'll get to that later.
Just about coaching.
We'll get to that later,
Yeah.
y'all.
You know why.
He should be a coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
That man is coaching an impeccable defense.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing in Minnesota on defense, if J.J. McCarthy can keep this up, the Vikings got a quarterback, and y'all gonna be a solid team for years to come. That defense is gonna be really scary. So,
Okay.
with all that being said, I do see a close game. I don't see a blowout, but I do like the Vikings, and I'm gonna go with the Vikings 30-27.
Ooh, 30-27. 30-27. Okay, before I give my pick and my analysis, I need to ask you something. You didn't think J.J. McCarthy looked a little kind of shaky throughout the whole game?
No, he did. He looked shaky in the first half. Yeah. And when that third quarter came, when he came back out that huddle, even though he had a couple drives that were stalled, I seen things in him. He don't quit. He keep going on to the next play. And see that mentality.
Okay,
that mentality.
I like that.
That mentality that he has, that's natural in him.
You mean like he's fearless?
Exactly.
Right.
That mentality he got that's in him. That remind me of the OGs, pops. That remind me of Brett Favre.
Okay.
That remind me of
cool.
John Elway going and get hit by 2 defenders to get that touchdown Super Bowl. That remind me of Steve Young. That remind me of the OGs.
I like all
now,
that.
we're not gonna pair him like he's that type of quarterback. We don't know yet.
I like all that.
But I'm saying the balls that he has and his willingness to just keep going. And I seen a lot in him that shows me that it's gonna be hard to break this young man.
Okay.
And if that offensive line keep him upright, I think he's gonna be just fine.
Okay. Let me give you some smoke about him. Give you some smoke. Now I saw the game, and I think I told you when he won the championship with Michigan against what was it? No, it was against who they beat?
I think it was Washington.
Yeah, Washington. When he won the championship against Washington, I told you. I said he go to the NFL, son. I think he's gonna be a journeyman quarterback. That's what I said. I told you that. So I'm saying this. He can prove me wrong, but from
that was his first start.
Okay, from my eyesight, I'm gonna get, like you said, just his first start in the NFL. This is week 2.
Divisional opponent.
Okay, a lot of the reasons why I thought he would be a journeyman quarterback is what I saw in that first half of that game.
Okay.
It just made me feel like, yeah, that's what you thought. This is what you see. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't think he's a great deep ball thrower down the field. I think that the pocket has to be clean for him to make correct plays. I think he has to actually make sure that Jefferson is got to be a security blanket as far as throwing the ball, get the ball out of his hands, and he got to make sure that running game is effective. And that coach got to make sure that running game is effective and protecting him. Now, without that, I don't know if he can. He's the type of quarterback can make improvisational plays and break out the pocket and everything breaks down. I don't know if he's that guy. To me, I still think he's a journeyman, but they did win the game, Monday night. And Atlanta sets up a nice little cushion for them because of their defense. See, Atlanta defense is going to be the issue with them. But I think Atlanta offense can score on just about anybody from what I saw. But the problem is, like you said, Brian Flores, that defense, they put pressure on Michael Penix Jr. and stop the run and make him throw the ball. He can probably turn the ball over a couple times. And that's the issue I got with that situation. That stalls their offense because he's gonna put pressure on him, and then when Robson can't run the ball, and then Michael Penix got to step back in the pocket and look for somebody to come open, somebody gonna come clean off the end and come hit his ass. They're gonna knock him down, or they're gonna put pressure on him, touch him where he might turn the ball over and throw errant passes. So I'm gonna say, even though I feel the way I feel about J.J. McCarthy, I think that this is a perfect game for Minnesota to win because of the Atlanta's defense. It's all about Atlanta's defense. That's just what it is. It's Atlanta's defense. If Atlanta played better defense, I would take Atlanta in upset special. So with that saying, I'm going to take Minnesota to win this one, probably by 7 to 10 points because of their defense and because Minnesota's defense will affect the game that much. So I think they'll be more physical with them. So, and they're gonna be able to run the ball at will, probably later in the third, fourth quarter, take over the game. So I'm gonna take Minnesota to win this game, probably somewhere between 26-27 to 19. That's what I like. I like Minnesota.
Okay, I mean, I think you said a mouthful. I think you got to give that young man a chance. You ain't seen enough of him yet. So I think just to have that type of opinion on him when the body of work ain't there.
I'll keep open mind.
So it's like, you say you're going to be a journeyman, well, you got injured. You didn't play none in the first season.
That's true.
This is your first ever start after finally getting the reps and finally getting prepared. Again, on the road, divisional opponent, everything's new for him. So I believe that J.J. McCarthy is going to be one of those guys that he shows you as the season goes along. I think he's going to develop, and I think he's going to get better as time goes.
Is he going to be better than Sam Darnold was with the Minnesota Vikings?
Is he gonna
That's
be,
a good question.
Is he going to be better than Sam Darnold?
There you go. That's what I want to
Sam
know.
Darnold ain't really that good anyway.
Yeah, I want to know.
But is the Vikings good? So that's the thing. So I think is the coaching and the way the Vikings coach, I think he can be just as good as Sam Darnold was.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Hey,
Like I said,
I'm wrong.
he right. It ain't been proven yet. But I'm right. We got to get a man time.
Minnesota fans, I hope I'm wrong for you guys' sake. He can be your franchise quarterback, really. I'm just calling it as I see it. This is what I'm seeing now. He could prove me wrong, but this is what I'm seeing.
Well, my thing is,
okay, I'm just saying.
We haven't seen much yet. Yeah. So we're going to let him go on the season. We'll come back to this conversation a little bit later.
There you go.
Now, to finish this off, ladies and gentlemen, we got a double-header banger on Monday night. And I just want to say to the NFL, to
it's
the committee,
always pretty.
To the scheduling.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Monday night, doubleheader
You guys are doing a great job.
Love it.
I mean, who don't want to see two games back-to-back on Monday night as an NFL fan?
As long as they're good games, they're good matchups.
No, good matchups. Got to be good matchups.
Good matchup, yeah.
But even in a bad matchup, if you're an NFL fan, we get two games on Monday night.
It's still football.
Hey, man, it's cool.
It's still
football. We like that. We like that.
Yeah.
You're going towards the right direction. The first game on Monday night, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans. Ooh-wee.
Well, we got a pissed off Houston Texans team losing to the Rams, although they probably should realize they should have lost to the Rams. They're supposed to lose to the Rams anyway. But they're still mad. And they played good. They was competitive. And you got a Tampa Bay team won late, 23-20. Atlanta took them to the end. I mean, all the way as far as they can go.
Yeah.
This is a really good matchup. It's really, anyone can win this game. To me, it's like a toss-up. It really is. Because even though Baker Mayfield is the veteran and then C.J. Stroud is, this his third year now? It's his third year.
Yeah.
Third year. And he last year, I think he took a step back. I think he took a little step back. I'm saying. But we still like him. They got a good coach. I like the coaching staff in Houston. And they got some weapons on defense and they got some weapons on offense. Although I think the defense may be a little bit more special than offense right now, although we like C.J. Stroud. Tampa Bay offense is probably more stronger. I think man for man, piece per piece. I think Tampa Bay is strong on offense. I think the defense is almost equal. But I think Houston might be a little bit better because they got two more star players on defense. But it's kind of equal. They're kind of equal. Those defenses are pretty close. So with that being said,
I agree with that.
I think that it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I think it's a good matchup for Monday night.
It is. It's a great matchup.
So because you don't know who's going to win, you can't really be definitive.
Yeah.
But we got to pick somebody. We got to pick somebody. So I think Tampa Bay defense will play good enough to win the game, but I think the Houston Texans can make a few defensive plays in the late in the third, early in the fourth quarter to turn the tide of the game and get the ball and maybe score a touchdown and make Tampa Bay have to come back either tie or get a field goal, whatever it is. And I think Houston probably can pull it out late in the fourth quarter and win this game against Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say 26-20, or 26-20, or 26-23. Houston Texans. So somebody might call it upset special. I'm not sure who the favorite is, but I'm gonna take Houston Texans 26-20 or 26-23. One of those two scores. I'm gonna go with Houston because of their dynamic and their special defensive players. That's why. That's my pick.
Okay. Well, I mean, I respect that, and I agree with a lot of what you said. The only difference I have an opinion with this particular game, I just kind of feel like the Buccaneers cancel out, and by that I mean I agree with him. I think defenses are pretty much equal, but I disagree. I don't think the offenses are equal. I'm not seeing offensively from Houston what I'm seeing from Tampa Bay, even from last year. And that's where I have my problem at. This is the home opener for Houston. They already done lost the game. You want to go out there and win your first game in front of your fans. But I got a sneaky suspicion, man, that Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers is going to go in there and play hardball with them. And I think this particular game is going to be a time of possession game. With that
I think that's probably true.
And with that being said,
Yeah,
I think
it's
because
probably true.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the slight edge offensively, that's where I'm gonna go with. Again, I'm with my pops. It's gonna be a very close game, and I'm gonna go Tampa Bay 27, Houston 24.
I can see that happening too, because like I said, this could be a toss-up. I agree with what he's saying.
I mean,
and like I said, it probably could be a time possession game, probably in the third, fourth quarter. I agree with that. And it's a toss-up. Even though I like Houston, he likes San, it's a toss-up. It's like a flip the coin. It's going to be a good game. Tune in and look at the game. You're going to enjoy
Tune in and watch the game.
You're going to enjoy it.
Now, the grand finale, baby. It's the last game of the week.
Week 2.
A West Coast battle, baby. We got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh, I love it.
Now, it's going up, y'all.
Beautiful.
And for everybody that don't know,
B-E-A,
you must
beautiful.
understand. I don't give a damn if it's the Chiefs, Chargers, or the Broncos. Whenever an AFC West team comes to play the Raiders, it's always an issue. It's going to be beef. It's going to be trash talk. It's going to be pushing and shoving. It's going to be a lot of flags. That's what we want in the AFC, NFC divisional rivalry. Right?
Yes, yes.
And this is an old school rivalry, y'all. Ask Pop West to let you know when he was a young man.
Raiders, Chargers.
These guys been beefing for longer than 50, 60 years.
Raiders, Chargers.
Okay, they've been beefing
Raiders,
for a long
Chargers.
time.
Yes.
And with that being
Raiders,
said,
Chargers, Raiders.
you're going to get a fantastic Monday night game. You're going to get an exciting game. You're going to get some defense. You're going to get some offense. You're going to get some surprises. The Raiders might do some things you don't think they should do. The Chargers might do some things you don't think they're going to do. But nonetheless, it's going to be an entertaining game for all NFL fans.
Yes.
But like Pop said, man, we got to pick somebody, man.
That's right.
Even though I see these guys, I kind of see them neck and neck. Because the Raiders pulled the win off last week. I like how they looked at defensively. Was very impressive.
Yes.
We already know who Max Crosby is. We know he that dude.
Yes.
But the other young guys around him, that's surrounding him, they looking decent. Looking like Pete Carroll's having a real effect on the actual culture of this team because they just played different.
Yes, I agree.
They look like the Raiders back when Raiders was scary. You know what I'm saying?
They look really good.
With the Patriots, I mean, that was a difficult game on the road. It's raining.
It was.
They pulled it out. Now they coming home. The Chargers coming off a big win off of the defending AFC champions. Their rival.
Yes.
Big. So the Chargers are going to have a lot of ammo to go in there and start the season 2-0 in the division.
That's true.
This is a big opportunity for the Chargers.
Yes.
I think the Raiders are going to give them all they got. Mm-hmm. I think the Raiders are going to play some good defense.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers, y'all. I got the Chargers in a nail biter. And by nail biter, I mean a nail biter. I like the Chargers 31, Raiders 28.
That sounds
old school West Coast shootout.
That sounds like a good prediction, a good close game. I think it's going to be a little bit lower score than that, but that's a good position. A good prediction. Now I'm gonna say this. Did you know, key fact, that the Raiders, that was the first time the Raiders beat the Patriots in New England in their whole career?
Wow.
Whole franchise?
Forever?
Forever. I didn't even know that. Who knew? They never beat the Patriots in New England.
Yeah, I'm about to say they beat them the last time, but I was in Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're right.
I'm saying in New England.
I can't recall.
I didn't know that. No, I'm saying that they just showed the stat. I just saw it on TV. Saying, that's the first time the Raiders ever beat New England in New England with Tom Brady or without Tom Brady. Doesn't matter.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, with that being said, I was impressed with, like you said, Pete Carroll come in changing the culture of the team.
Yeah.
The whole mannerisms and their emotional state of mind, they're just different.
Look for
you
real.
can tell they're different. They're different. And then also, obviously Pete Carroll brought in Geno Smith with him, which is very important.
Yeah.
Because they know each other. He know how he wanted to run the offense and all that kind of stuff. And then picking up that boy out of Boise State, that was a key pick.
Ashton Genty.
And
he going up, y'all.
And from what I'm saying, I think I told Gus West about this when they hired Pete Carroll. I said, let me see what he's gonna do. When he brought in Geno Smith and then he drafted the guy out of Boise State, Gentry, I said this is gonna be beast mode West Coast.
Yep.
Remember the beast mode in
Pacific West?
Northwest? Okay, this is beast mode West Coast. That's what it looks like to me. So he's gonna make that defense more tighter, more tough, physical. And then he want to be physical, running the ball, the offensive line, and then have Geno Smith have to just throw the ball in certain situations and not make him throw a whole bunch of passes.
Yeah.
And control the line of scrimmage and time of possession, right? The defense, I think he need a few more pieces on defense, but he's making the guys play to the best of the abilities of what he has.
Yeah.
But the Chargers are probably further along. They're further along because obviously, I call the quarterback of the Chargers, I call him the Boy Wonder. That was my nickname. I call him the Boy Wonder. He got a good running game. They get physical with you too. Their defense is pretty solid. Jim Harbaugh, he's always going to have a good defense. He's going to run the ball. He's always going to be solid. I think the momentum from winning against Kansas City, because Kansas City had beaten them pretty soundly, I think 6 out of 7 times before that. So they had been, Kansas City had their number. So winning that game, they got a little monkey off their back, right? So it's like, we beat Kansas City, and they usually beat us, and we feel good about that. The Raiders coming in with some confidence, but, the Raiders are not paying the Patriots. The Chargers are better than the Patriots. Trust me, they're much better. So that's not the Patriots. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Chargers to win a close one. Not as high as Gun West. I'm going to say 24-21 Chargers over the Las Vegas Raiders. Going to be a very close game, very physical. And will I say the Raiders can upset them? They could, but I don't think they will, because unless the Chargers turn the ball over, I think the Chargers will win the game. Now, if the Chargers turn the ball over a couple times, Pete Carroll going to find a way to win. Let's be honest. He's going to find a way to win. If you give him the ball, he's going to find a way to win. So I'm assuming that they're not going to turn the ball over. They're going to play their game. The Raiders are going to be physical. They're going to do what they do and stay in the game. It's going to be a very physical, very competitive game. But I think it'll be 24-21 Chargers. And Raider fans, don't be disappointed. You guys are going to win a lot of games this year.
Oh, for sure.
Trust me. You're going to have a good
Y'all
season.
going to win at least 10 games.
You got a good coach. He knows what he's doing. Don't be worried about it. Even though if you lose this game on Monday night, don't feel bad. You guys are going to be just fine. I wouldn't be surprised if you make the playoffs. I'm going to tell you right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Raiders make the playoffs. I'm letting you know that.
Oh, yeah.
So, with that being said, it's going to be a great Monday night matchup, 2 Monday night games. Make sure you got a little something, to sip on, and you around family and friends, and enjoy the NFL for what it is. Hey, remember, family, friends, and football. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah.
Life is good.
And I'm gonna be honest with you too. Just with one more thing to say about that. Even though we both going with the Chargers, we would both not be surprised if the Raiders pull this game off.
It could happen.
That's how good the Raiders look right now.
It could happen.
So, like he said, if you are a Raider fan, you should be encouraged. Like they always say, what's the saying? This ain't your daddy's Raiders. You know what I'm talking about?
It's not.
And your dad's Raiders were bad. Your dad's Raiders were really bad. Okay?
They were bad for a while.
Were really, really bad.
They were bad for a while.
But now it's looking up for y'all, man. But yeah, y'all, I think it's gonna be a very, very good week too. And y'all need to stay tuned. All right.
This is Papa West on the NFL. This is week 2, the state of play, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Pause.